have you believing in K-Rool. Rave will have you believing in K-Rool. And Collateral, very solid lockdown Snake. Great at changing gears and great at changing the pace of the game. And we saw them take it over Zomba and Goblin earlier today in Winners.
I mean, right now, Rave kind of does have me believing in K-Rool, especially with using that belly armor, the crown to poke things out, but I like to see how Collateral is using Snake's CQC to try and set up Rave.
See, I don't know if it counts as CQC, but these parries that Collateral was getting on all the Palutena airs sure looked like it was Special Forces training to me.
Collateral already losing a stock to Juanpi at this point, so
definitely a little early for that, especially with all the rest of the characters still kind of hovering around the same percent until that string that made me a liar.
I mean, I think part of this is just going to be at least holding on to your some performance stage control. As K-Rool, you don't want to be anywhere near the side of the stage, I feel like, especially against Peach or Palu.
And a great mortar from Collateral to stop Juanpi from going for the double grab. Snake's kind of almost a hazard, right, when you play in doubles, because your teammate really has to commit to looking out for your stuff.
The recoil
will have you believing in K-Rool.
I am a big K-Rool believer already. I love K-Rool in doubles. One thing that I haven't mentioned right now is when you're playing doubles against Snake, you have to pay attention to the C4. It was dead in the center. I feel like it's its own mini game within itself.
And like I said, Snake's kind of a hazard. You got to watch for grenades, you got to watch for C4, all the explosives. It almost feels like in the same vein of like DVD Drone Gordo. It's a rough way to be because you're going to get hit one way or another. And Collateral kind of stuck to the side, but still holding on to that stock with 137%. Snake is a heavy boy. He doesn't like to die.
I mean, both of these characters you can just classify as a heavy. They have a lot of weight between the two of them, but not enough to survive the Peach back air. Collateral loses their stock, but still, it's an open game between the two. Rave has been doing a great job stock tanking, eating damage, but more importantly, jailbreaking for Collateral.
Yeah. And both of these players really just doing their best to be on their teammate's side, trying to keep them safe. Oh, and just a little off from getting that bear confirmed. Oh, going for another one. Oh, and K-Rool's helicopter pack saving Collateral from almost certain doom.
Trying to prevent Juanpi from making it back to the stage, but it is hard to dance around Palutena, gets the grab and secures the stock.
If they can get these stocks off of MuteAce and Juanpi right now, I do believe in a chance because Snake with Rage is a little bit scary.
It is, but you definitely don't want to use some of those laggier options right now, trying to slowly make it back to the stage. The Turnip is doing just barely enough, and Collateral is having a hard time making it back. Takes the crown and it basically resets the trap.
Oh, and just barely not getting the bear. Double whammy. Efficiency at its finest. You'd love to see it.
Too bad for you.
These two players, MuteAce and Juanpi, are playing on fire. When you are against these big bodies, it is a field day for Palutena and Peach.
Yeah, and both players showing they know exactly what to do when they've got the steering wheel in their hands. But we weren't seeing bad options out of Collateral or Rave. Just a couple early stock, that early stock in Collateral really kind of set them on a little bit of a downward slope. But definitely able to adapt and lock it in. Just maybe see a little bit more defensive play. Miss a lot of the confirms that Rave could have gotten away with. So maybe we'll see those this game.
One thing that I saw is Collateral led the charge last time. I kind of want to see Rave being the point man for this group. Trying to wall out MuteAce right now and doing
it's working.
As I say, it's doing a really good. He's doing a really good job.
Oh, and I love that parry, but MuteAce being ready to prevent the counter strike.
It's so difficult for this team to make it back, especially when you have Juanpi and MuteAce playing so aggressive towards the ledge to keep them out. It feels smothering right now, and again, doing what they do extremely well, forcing a one-on-one where they know they can play to their strengths.
And you keep taking the words out of my mouth, so I know we're on the same wavelength here. I was just about to point out how hard it must be for Collateral and Rave to recover against both of these characters that are just great from stopping you from coming back to the stage at all.
Oh!
surprised by the same thing. I did not. Oh, and I love the downward angled F tilt. That move is so good because he gets body armor off it. It reaches so far and it's angleable like that.
No.
You wanted to see him take point.
No.
He took point.
All right. All right, Rave. I see what you're up to. Okay. Okay. Back.
Got MuteAce in another. Oh. Back airs for
You too.
everyone. You get a back air. You get a back
Here
air.
you
And
go.
going straight to ledge for the awareness.
You can go off stage. Here's a back throw for you.
Rave is on fire right now.
Just abusing the fact that he is a big boy and does not fear anything.
And Collateral picking up the slack with his own up air.
Look, snake up air is insane in its own right.
Right, but he was the awareness to get there.
Oh yeah. It's really cool to see how these two play around each other. More importantly, just abusing their weight. But MuteAce closing out that stock. Great Collateral onto
Save
their
it.
last stock. Ooh, good break.
Oh, and the nair not being enough. Oh, and the up air. I mean, up tilt. Oh my gosh. And one thing that you pointed out, abusing their weight. King K. Rool can afford to get hit by Snake. Ooh, he wants to get hit by Snake because then he gets kills.
It's so cool to see Rave getting these quick up air conversions. Like, oh, you're above me for a half second. Boom, pulls
Not
the
enough.
trigger.
You're dead. Oh, and the F tilt. Where are we at?
173 on to Rave.
And MuteAce making, and I'm not one to question the top player's decision, but to back off of Rave was a little bit questionable in my opinion because I really would have liked to see him try to lock down Rave a little bit harder.
I don't think this game is near sealed for Rave and Collateral.
Not quite.
And low percentages for MuteAce, but extremely high for Rave, but also Collateral slowly inching near those kill percents.
And Rave picking up the slack since Collateral got knocked away. Are we going to see an edge guard situation? And MuteAce, just these float cancels are so stressful.
Oh, the nair does close it out. So
Let Rave have it. Let Rave have it.
here it is, the one-on-one. Rave against MuteAce.
Are we going to see a grab?
Oh no. This is Peach shenanigans.
Not enough time to get the turnabout and go for the edge guard. How's Rave going to get out of the corner? Oh, K-Rool's fair so strong. Rave. Oh. And Rave is covering space. Got to slow down a little bit. Don't need to be so aggressive. I get why he wants to. MuteAce is one tough customer.
Very hard.
Oh, and the great air dodge to get away with it.
MuteAce.
Great. Slow it down.
Good use of the armor.
Oh!
Just barely missing this.
And the crowns. Oh, and I love the crown cancel slide.
About
Oh, and let's go, Rave. What a great down air to up air conversion from Rave. He will have you believe it. And a belly slap for good measure.
Let's just take this into account. For every interaction that Peach won, Rave needed to win 2 interactions to seal his fate for that game. It just takes 2. You are giving K. Rool ammo the more rage you can hit. It is not a foreign concept. If you have committed to playing heavies this far into the ultimate meta, you understand what you're dealing with. You are going to get comboed. It might not be fun. You just need to win. You just need one.
But
I
once
just
you
need one.
Let yourself get combo. Take it. Sometimes you got to take a breath and just say, this is going to happen with my character. But when I land, I have rage.
I mean, that's what it is. I got rage. We're good. Oh yeah. Yeah. Just
Oh.
use your teammate as a cannonball.
Nothing wrong with that.
I do that all the time in doubles with my friend when we're just playing. It's fun. K. Rool is awesome in doubles. I love to see how Rave is setting this up. But Juanpi now taking the offense to Rave, realizing, okay, I cannot let this K. Rool set up. This is absolutely a problem.
And Collateral getting in there and doing what a good teammate does and getting him back in the game. And Rave going low, Collateral going high. What's going to happen?
Still incredibly hard to make it out of the tournament.
Oh! And the awareness from MuteAce. I love that up B conversion.
Dash attack into up B to steal a stock from Rave. What a great conversion between the two. Not enough off the up air just yet from Rave, but still just inching ever closer to that win condition.
Catching all these up airs.
C4 is the one that steals out your stock, too. I mean, we talked about it earlier. It's a mini game in itself. You have to pay attention to the C4 all the time. Getting spiked in an even game.
Might be its own mini game, just trying to get past Rave. Again?
I mean, end game boss.
I mean, it's K-Rule, baby. We had to wait for potentially the last Smash game to get him in, so he better be worth it, right?
It's crazy to see how Rave is using the blunderbuss to try and intercept anyone in neutral right now, but Juanpi just abusing the fact that these two big bodies are even remotely trying to contest the frame data.
And a back air from Rave to kill MuteAce at 70% at the ledge. Not, excuse me? Oh, and Juanpi said, never mind.
Still.
Yeah, no,
117 onto Collateral right now. If Rave can just sit in front and play Disruption, is the exact position they want to be in and keep enforcing their win condition.
I love Collateral's use of the CQC tilts to get the opponent away just long enough so he can get over there and keep Rave alive, especially with Rave being on his last stock.
Rave also taking another stock away from Juanpi, putting both Mute and Juanpi on their last stock. At this point, you have to get rid of Collateral, and there it is. Now we're on our last stocks. K-Rule with Rage trapped in the corner against MuteAce.
I was going to say if Rave can get back to stage, it's an even game.
Yeah, how do you get out is the problem. You have to be so afraid.
And Rave not dying there.
Barely missing the grab from Juanpi.
The crazy down smash. Oh, and I was afraid that I love to do the down throw to lock him into space and then just getting out of there. It's possible.
It's possible, but it's very difficult. The telegraph recovery sets up Juanpi 2-1 for Juanpi and MuteAce, but Collateral and Rave making it so close.
I was just about to say, they're making it look really close.
The margin of error here is minuscule for these players. You cannot afford to make a single mistake. So going back to PS2,
just got to keep their composure. They know they're playing fine. It's minor adjustments at this point. And sometimes it's not a massive change in game plan you need to fix. It's just how you lock down and deal with certain interactions. And Rave stuck in so many bad ones that last game and managing to keep his composure and keep the game in check.
I really like how both of these players are looking to try and set up their win condition as two big boys. But more importantly, I want to see a couple more grenades coming out from
I'd like to see a little more, but again, I understand why. It was what I brought up last game.
Yeah.
You don't want to be collateral damage to your teammate, like not even to be facetious or make it fun. Oh, and the belly armor coming in clutch for Rave, and Collateral really trying to lock down space and keep Juanpi in check as well. Let Rave have the fight against MuteAce. And the awareness from Collateral spacing to know how to not get hit by the grenade, but not lose momentum, covering that ground to get back over to help Rave. Love it.
We've talked about the momentum game here before, and Juanpi almost paid for their sins at 97% off that K-Rule back throw.
And that back throw from Palu almost K-Roll out. Oh, and a great dodge from Rave. Oh no, Collateral getting caught by Peach.
We've been talking about this momentum game for Juanpi and MuteAce. They are racking up the damage extremely fast.
Oh, and the parry to stop the oppression from Juanpi and MuteAce on Collateral's shield. Oh.
Again,
Why does Rave have 182?
Max Rage, baby.
Big fan, big fan, big fan. We love it. Oh, them tootsies.
You have to respect the spacing from Rave. Look, the stock is finally gone, but the way they are spacing their aerials is airtight.
And the way to mix up with the blunderbuss. That's a dead Juanpi. Are we going to see a dead MuteAce on the ledge?
Good parry.
No, we saw a really unfortunate conversion with the Tootsie Touch.
But still, we have a really good setup from both Juanpi and MuteAce just abusing Rave. We talked about this last game. They are just fully realizing the amount of times that Rave has converted, and unfortunately Collateral lost a stock on the conversion there, but I think Rave can actually seal fate really early right now if he gets any spike at a higher percentage.
We saw that back air on stage against MuteAce last game that just killed at 70%, so anything's possible. Like that fair did 13, and that fair is safe. That fair is so good. Oh my gosh, it's just running in like a wild animal.
I think we do have to stop trying to get some damage. Oh no, Collateral loses the shield, and Juanpi takes full advantage. The momentum has fully shifted in their favor, and now the ping pong game begins.
Getting a little overzealous with the side Bs. We knew Rave was going to take that, right? We knew.
It was bound to happen.
Using the armor from Crown, it's such a great way to try to guarantee that you're going to make it back to the ledge.
Yeah, there's...
Oh, and the Parasol is coming so clutch from MuteAce's entire bracket.
Okay, another stock for Rave. Still a bit of a hill to climb, but now you have to try and at least make it back to the ground. Okay,
oh my God. That way, it didn't work out, but the way to dodge with the dare, Rave really showing off that character knowledge.
Yeah.
What a fun set.
Doing a really good job and putting themselves in a position to show what K-Rool can do in doubles. Great job by Collateral and Rave here. But again, Juanpi and MuteAce are just playing with such intensity and such momentum. They are on an absolute tear through the losers run, and I do not know if I want to run into them, period, in losers.
Yeah, no thank you.
No thank you. But they finally get a little bit of a rest.
I was just about to say, can we please, for the love of God, get them a break? And if they don't want one, put them back. Let them have it. They've earned it at this point. They're on a tear.
Yeah, I mean,
if they're not on stream and they lose and it breaks their momentum, I'd be so upset for them.
Yeah, but now
can't have it the way you want it though.
We get to the winner side. MK Leo and SkyJ versus Wolfie and Grease Almighty. Sonic and Snake